Hello, friends. I just wanted to say hello. I hope you're having a great week. And I did want to talk about some baseball here this week. And more specifically, I wanted to talk about the Kane County Cougars and the Chicago Dogs. Um, if you know anything about sports here in Chicago, you can, in fact, sell the team to just about every sport just about every sport in Chicago. That would include the Cubs. I heard it at the Cubs. I've heard it at the White Sox, Blackhawks, Bulls, Bears, and actually I haven't heard it anywhere else. But that's enough as far as I'm concerned. So if you look at some of the other teams, some of the independent leagues, and maybe some of the minor league teams in this area, you're going to realize that there is a lot to be proud of here in Chicago. The one I wanted to talk about today is what happened in the American Association of Professional Baseball, that league, the AAPB. Now, we have two teams in the Chicago area that are in that league. The first one is the Chicago Dogs. They are in Rosemont, Illinois. There will be, if I could figure it out, there'll be a link to the history of the team and the field somewhere around here. And not only do we have the Chicago Dogs, but we have the Kane County Cougars. Kane County Cougars has a wonderful history. I'll also put a link here. If they don't make it on the video, I will put a link in the description below. And what I like about the Kane County Cougars is they really helped develop Chicago Cubs, I think. There's a number of Chicago Cubs that were in the World Series, made their way through the Kane County Cougars. And Kane County Cougars also has one of the largest fields in independent baseball. That includes everybody. And I think that's really neat. So, if you haven't seen those videos, please check them out. I would love it if you did. However, the thing that I really want to talk about with these guys is both of them made the division championship. Now, now that's incredible to me. We had two teams in the Chicago area, and they both made the division championship, and they both played each other, and that was pretty amazing to me. Not only did they both play each other, but one of them won the championship. So they won their version of the World Series. And now, let's be honest, it's not the MLB World Series, but that's pretty cool. I think that's kind of neat. So let's dissect this one a little bit and see what happened. So, the 2024 season, in my opinion, was all about redemption for the Kane County Cougars. They had a solid regular season under the manager George Tsamis, and the team, I probably said his name wrong, I am sorry, and the team finished basically with a 55-45 record. They got second place in the Eastern Division, and they did make it into the playoffs. When the playoffs arrived, they went undefeated. I have never heard of many teams other than like the Yankees back in the day get to that point of being an undefeated team in the playoffs like that. That was amazing. So who was their first test? First test was the Lake County Dachshunds in their division series. Cougars made really quick work out of them in a 2-game sweep. That was cool. Now, I didn't get to see that one live or anything like that. I do have to work, so that's kind of puts a damper on my fun a little bit, but that's okay. But both had pretty good pitching as far as I was concerned after you look at it and look at the recordings. But then after that came the division championship, and that was against Chicago Dogs. Now, I went to the Chicago Dogs. I saw that championship game. That was really cool. I have no other way to say it. It was so cool to see the Dogs. They played at home. The Chicago Dogs did play at home against Kane County. But again, Kane County Cougars was unstoppable. and they swept Chicago, and that punched their ticket to their World Series, which is the Miles Wolff Cup Finals. Now, that is pretty incredible as far as I'm concerned. Who was waiting for them in the finals? Well, that was the Winnipeg Golden Eyes, a team loaded with experience and firepower, and also loaded with fans. I'm sorry to say they really packed their house. We didn't, and I really want that to change, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this video.
I love you, ketchup!
So in game one, that was in at Kane County. I was able to go to that one, and the Cougars edged out a 4-2 victory. They had strong starting pitching and clutch hitting, and that really made the difference. Now, game two was also in Kane County, and then all of a sudden, I just felt that there was really no contest at that point because they won 7-1, and their offense just really came alive. Again, solid pitching, and that put them one game away. It's not like best of 7 in this league; it's best of 5, and so they had one more win. And then at that point, that's when they went to Winnipeg. Now, everything's on the line in Winnipeg at this point. I can't go to every game, even though I want to. But that one I saw on TV, which is really cool. The fact that it was on streaming, that it was streamed, and it didn't cost any money, I thought was really cool. So, the one thing that I kind of noticed about it in Game 3, and this is about my comment, they packed their house. Now, I guess if you look at it, we have so many baseball teams and there's so much competition. I'm sure Winnipeg doesn't have as many teams as we do, and so the competition isn't probably as steep. So that means that more people can follow that team, and it's a smaller area, so that means that they could probably come together a little bit more than that. But Game 3, let's talk about this a little bit. With everything was on the line at this point. Todd Lott and Josh Allen delivered huge hits in the 7th inning, and that led the Cougars, not the Cubs, the Cougars, to a 5-3 win. And just like that, the Kane County Cougars were Miles Cup champions. I was so proud of them. I was so happy to see that happen. And it's just not every day that you get to see those kinds of things in any championship, in any league. And all the best to them. And I just thought that was fun. And it wasn't just about lifting that trophy, so to speak. I kind of felt it was a statement. I felt the Cougars had finally arrived as a powerhouse in the American Association. And trust me on this, their dominance did not go unnoticed. So I'm very happy to say that Kane County won the Miles Wolff Cup, won their championship. And I think that having two teams that were in the division championship series against each other is one heck of a cool story. You don't see that every day. You don't see the other teams play like that. If you do, comment below. I'd love to hear about them. I mean, we got the Mets and the Yankees. Back in the day, also, there's probably, you had the Brooklyn Dodgers against the Yankees, and then you had, the White Sox and the Cubs. They played against each other, and various California teams, I think, played against each other at one point or another. Correct me. I know you can. Please correct me on that. So you would think that this would be the end of this story, right? But it's not. It's actually just the beginning. Now, as the American Association champions, the Cougars earned this really cool opportunity to compete in the 2025 Baseball Champions League Americas. I think it's WBSC. is the ones who are hosting this tournament. And this tournament is bringing together the best independent and professional league champions from across the Americas. The dates of this is April 8th through the 13th. And I wanted to do this video so that we rally around these guys a little bit. We don't have another team in Chicago or in America right now other than the U.S. team, which I believe placed third in their series. So this is an opportunity for us to rally together around a team from Chicago. And they're going to go to Mexico City. And that, to me, is amazing. Now, I don't know how well they're going to do. There's some pretty good teams down there. But I am rooting for them. And I really want them to win. And I really want us as a community to support these guys however we can. Now, let's talk about the tournament just a little bit here. It's basically they're going to be 6 teams put in 2 groups, a Group A and a Group B. I'm going to do my best with the names of these guys. My Spanish isn't that good, so I will try nonetheless. But don't kill me on this one. Don't be nice to me, but I am going to try. So nonetheless, Group A is going to feature the Diablos Rojos de Mexico, which is the Red Devils. And they won their championship with a guy by the name of Trevor Bauer from the U.S. He was a starting pitcher there, Cy Young Award winner. The good news for us is that he's probably not going to be playing in this one. I think he's going to Japan, so I kind of doubt that he'll be playing in this particular tournament. But he is a pretty good pitcher. He's got a pretty interesting story. I doubt I'll ever do it here. Enough people have done that one. But moving on from the Diablos Rojos, the next one is the Tigres de Chinandega, which is a Nicaraguan team. And finally, in Group A is the Titanes de Florida, which is from Puerto Rico. And they're the Titans. So that's Group A. So from an English standpoint, if you wanted to say it like that, I guess it'd be the Red Devils, the Tigers, and the Titans in Group A. So Group B is where Kane County is going to be at. So Kane County Cougars. That one was really easy for me to say. The next one is Leñadores de las Tunas. They're from Cuba. And then you got the Santa Maria Pirates, or Pirates. I might have chopped that one up, from Curacao. So what's going to happen is that the Cougars are going to kick off their tournament on April 8th against the Pirates, the Santa Maria Pirates, followed by a matchup with the Leñadores de las Tunas on April 10th. And the top 2 teams from each one of these groups is going to advance into the semifinals. And from there, it's going to be a winner go home. So good times for us. I think that this is going to be a lot of fun, seeing the Kane County Cougars face their top tier international competition. I think it's going to be a challenge for them, but watching the Cougars get stronger and stronger, winning everything in their league is, I think they got a really good chance. I think that they're a good team. They got some really good players, and it's just not a chance for another title. It is a moment to represent the American Association, as well as represent a Chicago ish team on the global stage. And we can prove that independent baseball is stronger than ever. Let's be honest about this. I think it's just a really neat thing. If you haven't heard, I'm pretty excited about this. And it is we could talk about it a little bit, but the Baseball Champions League America is a relatively new tournament, but its mission is clear: to crown the best professional baseball club in the region, which is from Canada to South America, right? So that's obviously that doesn't include the MLB. I doubt the MLB will ever play in this tournament. It might be a little lopsided as far as I'm concerned. However, like I said, the the Diablos did play I don't know if I said it or not, but the Diablos played the Yankees at the beginning of their season last year. So that's kind of fun. I would love to see everybody, all the leagues, be able to play this, but then there's a lot of leagues that would be playing. So nonetheless, it is a new tournament, and the tournament, it debuted in 2023. Now, they did it in 2023, they didn't do it in 2024, and actually in 2023, another American Association team, the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks, who they won. And now Kane County, they have the same chance to bring the title back home and cement their place in baseball history. So, what a ride it's been for Kane County, for the Cougars. I mean, that's amazing. When I started this channel last summer, and I had no idea that the people that I was seeing were that were going to end up in Mexico. And they were going to be also the Miles Wolff champions. But now, I kind of want to hear from you. How do you think the Cougars are going to perform in Mexico City? Are they going to bring home the championship and bring home another championship, I should say? And just drop your thoughts, please. I'd love to hear them on this one. And the issue that I have right now about this tournament is I can't figure out where I can watch this. I'm going to assume that you could watch it on various apps or various streaming platforms. As I learn more, I will put it in the description. So whenever you see this, if I find out more information, I will. I'll put that in there because I really want us to rally around it. I do think it's going to be on ESPN, the Spanish ESPN. I also heard it might be on a Samsung channel, but so that's one of the bad things about having a million sports channels. Sometimes is it's kind of hard to figure out where we can watch stuff. But like I said, I will put it in the description as I learn more, and maybe I'll pop up a little video as well. So please make sure you like and subscribe. Turn on your notifications, please, and so you don't miss any updates. We'll be talking about this tournament again. I guarantee it. So thanks for watching. Let's cheer on the Cougars and watch them literally take on the world. So thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Have a great week.